Pat, you teased it before the break. USF is getting very close. It's being reported by multiple sources that the Brian Hartline magic continues. When he came over from Ohio State, he was known as one of, if not the best wide receiver coach in the country, and he's bringing one of his top guys with him. Bryson Rogers. He's a local kid. He went to Wiregrass Ranch High School. He has not officially committed yet, but last night he did post on his Instagram that he was going to commit, and he briefly posted a USF Bulls logo, and then it was deleted. But all the talks are that a big-time transfer portal receiver is coming down to the Bay to help out the Heartline crew.
Already brought over some quarterbacks, too. 2 quarterbacks, one from LSU, one from Mississippi State, and now you bring in some receivers potentially, big-time receivers. This is how you build it.
This offense, I feel like, is going to be so much more dynamic and just so exciting to watch this season. And if they continue to play the kind of defense that they started playing the season, they struggled more down the stretch, but the defense was great early in the year. If they can kind of build on that a little bit and have a more dynamic offense, very exciting to see what this team's going to look like in 2026.
I was very impressed in different aspects of Byron Brown's game. The one thing that he lacked was the ability to really throw the football accurately. And I think you have to bring in a guy if you're going to have those big-name receivers. Hopefully you brought in the guys that are going to be able to throw the football to those guys accurately and give them a chance. And when you have an explosive offense, that's what you have to do. And you mix that with a defense that can turn the football over and score points, yeah, then you're dangerous.
When your name's Van Buren, I feel like you have to be accurate and speak like with an accent a bit.
And if they don't change the way the system is now with the college football playoff, just like we saw this year with Tulane, James Madison, teams that clearly didn't belong, if you're USF, you might be able to belong, but you'll have an easier path to actually get there. So they are hoping that no changes are made.
I saw a stat when people were rumoring about this Bryson Rogers news, and no one is discrediting the job that Alex Golesh did here. Did good enough, gets a job at Auburn, and USF fans are thankful for him coming here. But of his 3 seasons here, Golesh average transfer portal classes were ranked roughly 87th, okay? In Brian Hartline's first class, he's sitting in the top 20 as we speak.
Got a difficult question for you guys, and if there are USF fans listening, they may not like it. Is it possible that Brian Hartline could be too good of a recruiter this offseason?
Like one and done? Like that's how good he is?
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Like,
wait, hold on, Pat. What are you saying?
If he builds an unbelievable roster here, like Alex Golesh got plucked, like, I'm just saying, like, if he does too good of a job recruiting this offseason,
well, then what?
Then people might come knocking on his door sooner than later.
And he might what?
You know what that means.
No, you say it.
Might leave.
You're saying Brian Hartline might leave after 1 year?
I hope not. I hope he wouldn't.
Sam, would you say that might happen?
There's potential, but the biggest
Get him, USF fans.
The biggest thing to me, though, is football is won in between white lines, not on paper.
Yeah, of course.
So let's see.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a good job as well.
You can have all the talent in the world. So did LSU, and look, Brian Kelly got fired. So.
And if you're Johnny Manziel, you put the white lines on the paper. Allegedly.
How do you do it on the paper?
I don't know, but
you can't see it well enough.
I don't know.
There's no contrast there.
It's just the thing I said. It's alleged.
Keeping with college football, with Miami's big win over Ole Miss last night, the SEC finished with a 1-8 record against Power 4 teams in bowl games, not including games like Ole Miss, Georgia, or Alabama, Oklahoma, where SEC versus SEC. They were 0-3 in playoff games against other P4 team, and for the first time in the third consecutive year, an SEC team will not be in the college football playoff, and that comes after they won 16 of 17 titles from 2006 to 2022.
Overrated. The SEC is overrated.
I got mocked for saying that the Big Ten might be a better conference earlier this year, and I'm just saying they've looked pretty good in bowl games and in the playoffs.
The transfer portal, once again, and I'll keep saying it because it's the truth, on all aspects, the transfer portal and the NIL deals have made everything different. It's an equal playing field. Like we said within Indiana, traditional basketball school, you got some winning going, you got the right coach in Signetti, you got the Mark Cuban money, you got enough money backing you, You're going to be able to get whoever you want. It doesn't matter what school you are.
Is that different from earlier this season when I said the Big Ten was a great conference and you guys mocked me? That was the same thing earlier this season.
Hold on. I never
wasn't
said
here for that,
time
to be
out.
fair.
Okay, fine. So sit this one out. You weren't here. Pat, I never said the Big Ten wasn't a good conference. That's not what I said, ever.
You said it wasn't better than the SEC when I said it.
Yeah, I said it wasn't better than the SEC.
You guys mocked me for saying so.
You hate when I put words in your mouth. So if you're going to put words in my mouth, at least be consistent. Like, don't be a hypocrite. I never said that the Big Ten was not a good conference.
Big
Ten's
say
a
that?
great conference. Yeah, you literally just said that.
No, I said you guys mocked me for saying it was better than the SEC.
Roll it back, Sam. I guarantee it. I said the Big Ten wasn't a good conference. And that's just not correct. The Big Ten was a great conference.
If I said that was a mistake. I didn't mean to say that. I don't think I said that. I said that it was better than the SEC.
Sam, find it. Let's roll it back.
I'll work on it after when we get to the break. When you talk about the NIL money, though, I'm curious.
I want an apology.
We just talked about Brian Hartline.
Zero apologies.
We know USF might have some money. What does this really say about Hartline, this bringing in all this talent? They don't have Indiana money. They don't have Auburn money. They don't have all this other money. I don't know. One and done could be a thing.
Whoa,
Sam. But what it is saying is that everything we've heard about Brian Hartline being a great recruiter sounds like it looks like it's fairly accurate. And if you're a USF fan, you just can't wait for this coming season to see what they look like. It's exciting.
Our last headline here in the 6 o'clock hour, going to baseball now. 9 MLB teams have ended their deals with the Main Street Sports Group, one of which being the Tampa Bay Rays. Main Street Sports Group, they show under the FanDuel Sports Network. They last year were under some big bankruptcy situation. They came out of it. Now they're back. Financial instability all over the board. The Rays at this moment have terminated their deal with what is known as FanDuel Sports Network, but there is the option to renegotiate and get back to it. I'm curious, gentlemen, good, bad news, because there were some times that I was frustrated with the broadcast last year. Never BA or Mr. Dwayne, but...
Yeah, and listen, to me, I'll be 100% honest about this. That's why this is bad news to me. Because if Major League Baseball takes over, I think it's going to hurt our friends who work for FanDuel. And obviously not, Dwayne Stats, who's still going to be doing play-by-play, and Brian. But, I suspect that pregame, postgame, that kind of stuff could be greatly impacted. So, our friends Doug Wechter and Rich Hollenberg and other people who work for FanDuel, I don't know how it would impact them, but my concern is that it will. So for that reason alone, I would hope that's more important to me than my broadcasting pleasure, honestly, like how I like watching the game. So
right.
I'm hoping those guys, and I'm hoping that works out.
Yeah, me too. The thing is, it's important because we know here the television market, we know it's big. It's a big TV market. It's one of the reasons Rob Manfred loves baseball in this area and has kept baseball and fought to keep baseball in this area is the TV market. So how it's presented to us and that TV deal is very important.
And I think it's partly why Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball want to consume the broadcast as part of their own product. Well, it's what we see in the NFL, right? Where you stream through the NFL, whether it's TV or radio, and I think Major League Baseball wants to go kind of to that.
Good.
Whatever you think.
Be more like Goodell, Manfred. Goodell's an animal.
Yeah,
animal.
In the last 2 or 3 years, the MLB bought or took over the rights to 7 of the MLB franchises. So we'll see where the Rays will be calling TV home. But those are today's top headlines, brought to you by Rivard Buick GMC, the number 2 GMC dealer in the country.
Sam, I've decided I don't care anymore about what Pat said, so you don't have to do the work to get it. Make your life easier.
Sounds good.
Do you still want an apology?
Nah, I don't care enough.
All right, thank God. Thank God.